Steve Zetro claims that Exodus fired him and Rob Dukes will replace him. Fans have speculated that the reason Zetro is in Exodus in the first place was because it was Chuck Billy's suggestion. Around the same time, Exodus was signed to Chuck's new management company, and now that Exodus no longer is managed by that company, fans are speculating that Gary saw this as an opportunity to kick Zetro out.
Yeah, and that's some like Reddit conspiracy, you know, and that's what a lot of people are talking about. I'm kind of shocked he's out of Exodus. I thought he was pretty 30,
35 years in?
Yeah.
I mean,
and they're going back to Rob Dukes, who's saying that he was surprised when he was hit up. Being like, what the fuck?
Sousa replaced Paul Bailoff originally, though, right?
I think so, yeah.
So like 90-ish probably, right?
We might be talking like 91 or
91.
something.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, in that ballpark.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So it's just really weird. And then Gary Holtz is like really just keeping all this in the dark. Like he was interviewed about it. He's like, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I think it's also like political differences too. Because
there's a lot of that now.
Yeah. And Gary's kind of been like the very like California liberal.
Oh yeah, he's a vegan, I believe.
Yeah. Where
not for nothing, he looks as good as any aging metal rocker out there. He looks still ripped and you know, looks like he takes good care of himself. Sounds great on stage. I saw him with Slayer right before COVID, and they sounded terrific. Yeah.
Me too, man. And you can hear it in his playing. He even said he feels like he's playing the best he ever has.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, and I don't know, man, he kind of did have like a little bit, you know, that like frontman ego mentality too. And people were saying like he was just like smoking weed everywhere and would just be like fucked up all the time before and after shows. Which is fine. If you're in Exodus, man.
Yeah.
If you're the singer of Exodus, you know, fucking go for it.
Right.
But it is kind of Gary's ship.
Oh, yeah, you know? He is their Tony Iommi.
Yeah.
There's been a revolving door, multiple frontmen, and he's been the big guy there the whole time. He is their Tony Iommi.
Yeah.
Never left. And
he got Hammett's blessing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. With Kirk Hammett's blessing. Whatever happened to that guy?
I know. Yeah. So he works at like a hotel somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. It's his ship, and I mean, yeah, it was kind of. I think, you know, if you want to get into a punk thing, Johnny Ramone was like that too. It was like this is an army, and I am the general, kind of, and I call the shots. Yeah, I mean, you hear these stories start to veer off a little about, you know, any Ramone that wasn't one of the originals, like they were a hired gun, basically. I think G&R was kind of like that with some of their guys once, you know, some of the core guys left, like
Buckethead.
Yeah. And like Johnny Ramone, you know, and I'm sure this is translated into other bands, like do as you're told, like basically, you know, like down to every, like what you wear. Dave Mustaine's like that too.
Dave Mustaine, you got to be straight edge, you got to work out. You know, it is tight fucking ship.
One of the guitarists in that long string, I can't even remember. Al.
In who?
In Megadeth. Al,
Jesus.
It was around 2000, so it was like.
Yeah,
it was like right after Friedman, whoever replaced Marty Friedman, I think, and he was like, for his audition, he was like, "Yeah, I'll be there. I'll nail all the solos with a cigarette hanging out of my mouth." And Dave Mustaine goes, "We don't smoke in this band." Like, he's like, "You don't even have the gig yet, and you're already being dictated to about like life."
Dress business casual, motherfucker.
Yeah.